Hey, Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Malik Bhai. One of the things that is going to be guaranteed, whether you're a Muslim or not, doesn't matter what faith you follow, is that you are going to die. You're going to come to an end. I know this is not the right way of starting the video, but this is what this is all about. That we want to remind ourselves that you're going to die. Let's get our acts together. Let's get closer to our Creator. And one of the best ways is to visit a graveyard. And today, myself and my family, it's definitely not something common. We like to play catch with our kids and go to a park or a movie and go for a bike ride. When was the last time you said, hey family, let's get together and go to a graveyard? It is something that is definitely guaranteed. So why not we remind ourselves and our family? And today I'm going to go and visit a local graveyard. And I'm going to take you along with a ride. Let's do it. So one of the etiquettes of making dua at the graveyard is you don't face the grave, especially like intentionally. Shouldn't be facing the grave. You should face the qibla. Dua, when you're making dua, it is worship, and you're worshiping Allah. You don't want to make an impression that you're actually worshiping a grave. You're asking the dead to give you what you need. You're asking for forgiveness. Whatever dua that you want to make sure you face yourself towards the Kaaba. And make sure that you're not walking on the graves. There's always going to be spaces between the graves. So go through that path, not on the graves. That's very disrespectful that you're walking on the graves as well. So these are some of the etiquettes that we should keep in mind when we are visiting the grave. All right, boys. So, of course, we're here visiting one of our ancestors' grave. Our Badi Dado, our, your grandfather's mom, your great-grandma, right? So the whole point of us visiting the graves is so we can remind ourselves about death, right? We know that it doesn't matter how much you think there's, how much money you're gonna make, how much fun you want to have, and we gotta, finish our school, university, get a nice job, whatever goals you got in your life. You never know when you're gonna die. And we can see it by all these graves that are here. Some of them survive 4 years, 5 years. Some of them survive almost 100 years. And we just don't know when our time is going to be. But no matter what it is, definitely it is going to happen. And we need to always, come to graves and remind ourselves that this will be us. Not it could be us, this will be us. And, what have we done in our life to please Allah, to be closer to Him and prepare for our afterlife. So one of the things is Prophet ﷺ actually taught us that there's a dua around us. Okay, so one of the duas is Assalamu alaikum
Assalamu alaikum
Ahl al-diyar
Ahl al-diyar
Min al-mu'mineen
Min al-mu'mineen
wal-muslimin
wal-muslimin
Insha'Allah
Insha'Allah
Bikum
Bikum
Lahiqun
Lahiqun
As'Allah
As'Allah
Lana
Lana
Walakum
Walakum
Al-Afiyah.
Al-Afiyah.
And what it means is peace be upon you. Basically, you're saying salams to people of the dwellings, basically people of the graves, believers and Muslims. Inshallah, we will join you. I ask Allah to keep us and you safe and sound. One of the things that I've noticed in this Muslim section of the graveyard is that they have these spots where you can actually put incense, right? Like for making it smell nice or whatnot. And then you have flowers in some of the graves. Actually, a lot of graves have flowers. And I think this is just out of goodwill that when a person, a family member shows up to the grave and to pay respect and make dua for the deceased, they'll put flowers on. Maybe it makes them feel happy, but it's definitely not benefiting the deceased at all. The best thing you can do for a deceased is make dua for them. Make dua to Allah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives them, makes their life in the grave better. In fact, that's something that we make dua in every single prayer. In your prayer, you should be making a dua that Prophet ﷺ used to make, which is Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-adhab al-qabr. Right after your tashahhud and salawat and Prophet ﷺ, you actually make dua that Allah protect me from the punishment of the grave. And you should ask the same thing for your deceased, but throwing incense and flowers, that's not really going to help them out. So we're making dua not just for a specific person, but for all the Muslims and all the believers that they're doing good, and we're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He forgives us and forgive them as well. That's something that we should always be doing. As we know, guys, this is something for me, not for you guys, but it's actually more for me, that there are three types of deeds that stop. So once you die, that's it. You can't do anything good. But what are some of the things that you can do in this life? So even after you die, you're getting reward for it. Sadaqah Jariyah. So give me an example of those. What's one of them?
Like, let's say you go to masjid. Anybody who prays in there, you get a reward for it.
Yep. So you build a masjid. Anybody who will pray there, and even after you die, people are still gonna pray at the masjid. You're getting reward for it. What else?
What is it called? If you buy somebody clothes, anytime they wear it, you're getting.
Sure. Or how about you teach someone something?
Yeah, that's
right.
Teach
So if you teach him how to pray, if you teach him how to read, or you taught Ihsan how to do Alif Bata, anytime he reads Quran, you're gonna get reward for it. Even after you die, anything that he will read, Quran or anything like that, you're gonna get reward for it.
So that's basically Sadaqah Jariyah.
Right. Now the third one,
Wait.
very, very important one, is that even after you die, your children are going to ask for your forgiveness. So something that Dadaji taught us, right? And he's doing that to his mom, right? Right now, because of COVID-19, he couldn't make it. He actually asked us to come, and we always have Badi Dado in our duas, but it's something that he's doing as a good son and asking forgiveness for his mom. I myself and Mama asked you to do the same thing, that you guys ask for forgiveness for us, because we're always going to be making mistakes, and that's something that you want to be teaching your children as well. Then ask forgiveness for you, for your ancestors, for your grandparents, great-grandparents. You got to be asking forgiveness for us, right? I'm doing this for me. So one thing for benefiting that us coming down here for this graveyard, one is to remind us we're going to end up being here. Second, make sure that you say salam to all the believers. Third is that you should be asking forgiveness for us once we leave, and make sure you have the same relationship with your children, that they ask for forgiveness once you guys are gone. All right, this is it. This is Malik Bhai. Inshallah, we'll see you in another day, another video. Assalamu alaikum.